I was like, hey, another movie with Karen Gillan being a comedic, dramatic force. I want to see it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are a returning member here, or if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I talk movies, TV, music, and anime. And also, if you are one of the returning members, thank you. But I know there's 9 to 6% of you who are not subscribed. So if you would subscribe to the channel, it would be a great service here. My name is Joshua Drake, and we are going to talk about Late Bloomers. This was another one of my most anticipated films of 2024. This is directed by first-time director Lisa Steen in her directorial debut, written by Anna Greenfield. This is a coming-of-age comedy drama film, and this stars Karen Gillan, Margaret Sophie Stein, Jermaine Fowler, and Kevin Nealon. The premise of this movie is that we follow Louise, and she is a 28 aimless-year-old musician who is recently single and is injured when she breaks her hip drunkenly. The subsequent physical therapy sees her associate people twice her age, and she meets Antonina, who is a Polish lady who speaks no English and is hired to be her caretaker. I first heard about this in 2023 when I heard about the idea, and I was like, hey, another movie with Karen Gillan being a comedic, dramatic force. I want to see it. Because if you guys don't know this channel already, Karen Gillan is one of my favorite redheaded crushes. She might be the #1. She's also one of my favorite actresses out there. And I think she's one of the best actors working out there that's criminally underappreciated outside of Marvel and Jumanji.
Come on, man, damn! And you know this, man!
Curses!
Whenever she does an independent movie like this, or a duel, or her film she directed, The Party's Just Beginning, I'm always really curious to see what she's gonna do. And I was curious to see this, hearing about this. And so now that I finally watched it, I can say this is a movie you definitely should watch. If you're a fan of coming of age dramas and comedies, and this is a movie for you. It is familiar, we have seen this before, but I will say I enjoyed this movie a lot because of the directing and because of what this story got out of me. And easily, like I said, the biggest positive of this movie, of course, is Karen Gillan. What else do you want me to say about her? She's a great actress. She's a great filmmaker. She's attractive, Scottish, right ahead, pride.
Give us a smooch, you big ugly ball bag.
And while she's not using her Scottish accent in this, which I'm hoping is something we do get to hear her talking her normal slang besides Doctor Who and The Party's Just Beginning in the episode of The Simpsons where she played Maisie, Willie's long-lost girlfriend. She's fantastic here as Louise. There's moments where she's being very funny. Her comedic timing is great. And she's very funny, and she makes it a character who you do see a lot of problems going on with, but she is very good here with her personal life and also with things. She's good in this movie. I really enjoyed her. She was very funny, and I thought she really brought it here. And she was just very entertaining to watch. Her chemistry with Margaret Sophie Stein as Antonina. For an actress that doesn't say a whole lot in this, and she's done pretty much other things since this, she does a very good job in there. They both have very good chemistry in the moments where she's taking care of her. They do have some very likable and charming moments where I was sitting there compelled, and I really enjoyed what the movie had to offer in terms of that. I thought their chemistry was great, but them individually does a very separate job. There are scenes when it calls for Karen to get emotional, there's not a moment where she is screaming and hollering and emotional, but she just lets a single tear run through her face in one moment. And when she's caused to get emotional, she does get emotional when she needs to be. She gets angry when she needs to be. She gets hilarious when she needs to be. And it shows that Karen is not an actress that's just going to be typecasted as a blue-headed chick or a red-headed badass. She has so much range in her, and that's I really do appreciate. Jermaine Fowler, is great to see him. He and Karen does have a little bit of a nice spark, but also a nice little friendship that they do bicker a little bit, but I do like their performances here. Talia Balsam, Kevin Nealon was also really good in the movie. There's also a cameo from Nick Kocher, which I was very surprised to see him in the movie as a cameo, even though this is Karen's real life husband, which I thought he was pretty funny. He made me laugh in the few moments he was in. So the cast was very good in this. Direction here with this, and I do like this film. I do like the direction for this. Lisa Steen does put a lot of heart into it, and this is a story we have seen before. I will say it's really the execution that really makes it matter. And again, that's one of the issues when it comes to it from a script standpoint, but I think there was enough there when you're seeing what they're giving to you, and I definitely really like the fact that you're dealing with someone who hasn't blossomed late. They both are late bloomers, and I really did enjoy what they did very well, and they both did really good in as far as the characters goes. Cinematography wise, is a very well shot film. You're in the practical locations. The editing and music here, it was very well done, and you enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed the writing, and I very much enjoyed the story that they gave you. I really quite like what this movie was giving you. And also, I definitely really enjoyed the fact that it's just a simple story about dealing with things in the real world, dealing with your past drama, dealing with the fact that you're basically dealing with so much here. I can't really go into specifics, but the themes here I think very well are placed. You're dealing with, you don't know what you want to do, you're going through life, and also I really do enjoy just so much that they want to give to you. So the themes of dealing with grief and mourning one's expectations and accidents and aging, I thought was very well done here, and I really did enjoy it. We do see what Karen's character is feeling. She doesn't know how to deal with her mom having early onset Alzheimer's until she meets a old polished woman who makes her appreciate the family more. And just like I said, the charisma of Karen Gillan is something that should never be taken for granted. Even if it's the worst thing ever, Karen will try to elevate through it with her acting and her charisma.
Look at you go!
In terms of issues, there are some jokes that didn't really quite work for me, and there's moments where I was mostly laughing, and also I felt sentimental, but you could tell there was a few jokes that could have been a little bit done better. But I appreciate the fact that it was trying to be something a little less over the top and just wanted to tell a simple, confined story. I will also say another issue is I feel like this is a pretty predictable. Of course, it is going to go that route, so you do know what you're going to get. There's moments where it does get predictable, but I will say it handles it very well when it comes to this. So I definitely really quite enjoyed what they gave you into this. But it's the execution that matters. Overall, I did really found this to be a pretty solid movie. Not many people are gonna hear of this because it's a movie that just got put on streaming or in select theaters, but if it's in select theaters in your area, or if you have Prime Video or such, watch. I would recommend this. This is a really nice story about dealing with personal things, but also learning to appreciate things what you have. But I also really enjoyed the fact that this is a story that it tells us you're never too late to bloom, whether you're young or you're a little older. I really appreciate that story. Has some good sentimental value, some funny humor. The directing was nice. The script is mostly entertaining to watch, and is definitely a relatable film with a very good performance by Karen Gillan. This should definitely be seen. Even if you're not in love with this movie, I think you can relate to this. Definitely watch this. I really enjoyed it. Well, that's going to do it for the video that you just watched. If you want to see more, my channel icon is up here. If you want to see more content from me, all my social medias are right here in this end card. I will also leave a playlist and a video here for you to see what the channel is about. As always, acknowledge me, stay epictastic, join the Epictasticness, and you guys keep it cool.